So that was a little bit awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie at all. It's just a little bit unfortunate, if I do say so myself, my boys. But it's okay. We're back. Everything is just fine. I'm not hot at all. I'm not having a miserable time. Everything is fine. Oni, what up, dog? Hope you're having a beautiful day. I just got my power back. Everything is awful. There I was, minding my own business. And out of nowhere, yeet! I'm dead. R.I.P. my power. R.I.P. my existence. R.I.P. our air conditioning that we had built up. So now we're looking at a 78-degree temperature in the stream room. Everything is slightly bad. R.I.P. to the infrastructure that I've worked so hard to build. Rome did not get built in a day, but it may have crumbled within one. Boys, my weaknesses are truly exposed. So anyways, I was kindly minding my own business in some world versus world PvP. Trying to potentially get active, you know, and get shifty and see what happens. I'm not quite sure where the fights are popping or where a Dusty could be an impact, but I would love to get active and get involved. Some would say I'm dying for it, man. I don't know what happened, by the way. I have literally no clue what happened. Our power just went out. Like, and a lot of people around us as well. Like, a lot of people. Apparently it was like 5,000 people around us that lost power, which to some people is nothing. It's like most of a town in Maine. That's like a good amount of people. Someone probably hit something. See, that's kind of what I was thinking. At first I was like, oh shit, what if our grid failed? Because when I got on stream today, I made a joke about how our grid doesn't fail because we don't have that many people. Lo and behold, I was like, oh fuck. Oh shit, maybe we down bad. Maybe we down bad. I don't think EBG is moving, by the way. You jinxed it. Bro, I'll be real, it's been a while since we lost power last too. I am not even trying to bullshit. It has been some time since we lost power last. Wait, can I be in a queue for EBG and then move around to other ones as well? Oh, that's kind of fire. Oh, we love to see that. So I don't think there are any commanders here. And then I don't think our map is going to have any commanders. World vs. World troop build is online. Yo, we need troubadours so badly. So badly. And druids, man. If we can get troops and druids online, we are blasting. Now, I don't know what's going on EBG tonight, but we could definitely get a group active on one of the Borderlands maps. It doesn't look like there's a tag anywhere on any of the Borderlands maps. So we could always just tag up and then run around as a small group and cap some shit. Only thing is, we would need people to, you know, be confident pressing their abilities and whatnot, because whoever we have tag is almost definitely not going to be, you know, fully confident tag-a-rooney. What is happening out here? Why is there a Deadeye that's just sitting out there menacingly? Need to do the achieve for rifle proficiency. Wait, do you run rifle? What's the deal with that? Welcome to EBG. That poor Deadeye. Just a roamer looking for somebody to camp. And then there's me, just trying to find some goddamn fights. Do we not have a tag anywhere? People are losing their streaks. Wait, there's no way people are losing their streaks. Mesmer Rifle has a bunch of healing and support abilities. Oh, fucking really? Interesting. So you just sit there and pew pew, but it's healing pew pew. And then I sit there with mace, and I'm kind of like melee support type B. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we definitely need to get active a little bit and see what we can do. Only thing is, I genuinely do not think we have a single commander tag right now. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if we're down bad or what. But it seemed like we had a relatively solid lead going on. And then we just started to lose all of our shit at the same time. So I'm not quite sure what happened while I was gone. Like, blue was doing pretty well. And we're almost in first for the week. Like, we're so close. And we might be able to do it. I just don't think that we have, like, the late night sustained push for it, which is kind of tragic. Kind of sad. So, I don't know what the play is. All of that gamers probably had to go feed families / go to parties. See, I didn't think there would be parties until, like, tomorrow. Because parties will probably be tomorrow and the next day. And I figured today would be people's last day to, like, degen game, but also people probably have to work tomorrow. I don't think a lot of people get the 3rd off just as a default, which is kind of tragic. But I'm shocked that we don't have a singular commander tag. That to me is just like, what the fuck? How on 4 maps? And EBG's on a queue right now. So, like, where's the queue coming in? Maybe somebody's a private tag? But even then, we're losing everything that we have right now. So if somebody's private tag, then it might be time to open the private tag up. I don't want to say I'm flabbergasted, but I'm kind of, like, flabbergasted at what's going on out here. Be glad your power went. The sky was coolest. Oh, no. Wait, what happened? So, the group that we were about to run with, it didn't go well? Because honestly, I can't be mad at people for being clueless, because we also clueless. But, sounds like it didn't go the best. You good? I lost power, bro. Got hot as fuck. I had to go find all the flashlights in the house and shit. One against red, but green steamrolled because they were spread out like no tomorrow. Green was spread out? Or like, our clump was spread out? I don't think we have anything to, like, contest this. I think it may be like some SPVP. Checking on my dog. I appreciate you, dog. Yeah, we lost power, bro. I was just chilling here fucking yapping and shit. And then out of nowhere, pew. Like, whole ass blocks lost power. Shit was fucking mad. Alright, so let's see. Since there's nothing crazy going on right now. Actually, there's 17 in queue. Tell me there's somebody with a tag coming in. Like, perhaps. 17 in queue makes me think that there would be... Nope. Apparently not. Why do bad things happen to you when I go to Flux? Also, best pork belly app I've ever had. Where the fuck is Flux? Also, why the fuck did you sabotage my power? Oh, in Lisbon? Looks good. Is it expensive? Looks expensive, but also looks fucking fire. Shit looks fire. Best pork belly up I've ever had. Interesting. You know who has sneaky good pork belly? Asian Noodle Bowl up in Augusta. Like, sneaky good pork belly. Their Brussels sprouts fuck as well. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It was just like a centralized fuck you bomb on me. I don't really know. It was like... Not even close, but Asian Noodle Bowl's fine. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Flux is supposed to be more upscale. But, like, Asian Noodle Bowl, for what it is at the price point, has a really good, like, price per performance. Pork belly. That shit goes hard for what it is, I will say. Alright, so maybe we get into some SPVP. Because, like, we don't have much of anything out here right now. I don't think in any of our maps. I don't see anything. I might be missing it. But I've gone to, like, every one of the maps. I didn't see a single pub tag. And it also looked like we were losing ground on every map. So, kind of tragic. Kind of tragic. Pork belly up at Flux was 20, but it was probably 12 plus ounces of pork belly. I'll take down 4 of those. Shit, I don't know when you went, but you could have told me, and then we probably could have pulled up during the power outage. Power's back. It is indeed. And I'm glad it is, because it was starting to get a little warm. Like, just a little warm. I realized on this fine day that, wait, enrichment slot, 10% world vs. world XP. Yeet. I'll take that. Because then I throw, whoops, you, infusion, enrichment, 10% world versus world. Oh, that's so huge. Okay, so what I'm trying to find, I've been told, oh, this is nice. My breaker just blew as you were telling us you lost power. I have to consume my power somehow. Listen, man. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Just accept it. World vs. World skirmish claim tickets. Wait, I have 250 skirmish claim tickets already? The fuckington? Hold the phone, 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 hold the phone. We might be able to get yet another. World vs. World XP is going to be nothing once we start running it more often. I mean, it's a free slot, in all fairness. So it's not like I'm too beat up about it. Hold the fuck up. Can I get... Oh, I need the marks. God fucking damn piece of shit. I need a lot of mark shards. That's going to be my restricting factor right now. So I need a whole lot of mark shards. Has anyone here seen the movie Obsession? I'm shocked Carla hasn't made me watch that yet. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard a lot about it, but I don't get time to, like, watch a lot of movies. You know what I mean? I'm always here. So I don't get as much time to, like, consume content as I do make the content these days. Which is perfectly fine with me, honestly. But, I will say, I wish I could keep up a little bit more. Let's see. Gain power equal to 6% of your ferocity. I don't really need power that much. Gain condition damage. I don't need that. So I want maintenance oil. Do I already have? What have I been using? Oh, maintenance oils. So that's not that bad. That's concentration equal to 3% of my toughness. Which, I have a decent amount of concentration. You want maintenance oil? Seems like the mist infused one is going to be pretty solid. I'm going to snag those bad boys. Because that's... How long? Oh, that's only 30 minutes? God damn. So, I'm assuming the extra healing on that's gonna fucking slap. Concentration world versus world infusions are gonna be insane for you too. So should I keep the concentration? Actually, that's for every 100 healing power and for every concentration. Never mind. That's a large percentage. So then we also have feasts. Oh. So that's how people earn these bad boys. So you have to get the actual cook one. That makes sense. And then these are the mist-hardened lockbox keys. Which I can buy 5 of. Because those were easy peasy to get. And then I don't think I can buy 5 more, right? Wait. Does it just increase the cost? Every 5 that I buy? Because that's not that bad at all. Because I have a lot of these mishardened lockboxes. I have like 40 of these. Consume all. And then what do I get out of these? Use all. Blueprints, bags of gear, guild banner, world XP, sharpening stones, memories of battle, world XP. Okay. So those are definitely good. What's magnanimous? Gain concentration equal to 3% of your vitality and 3% of your toughness. Jesus! Okay, that's kind of stinky. So I would say those are definitely worth grabbing. Just so that way I can make sure I'm actually getting my keys taken care of. I'll buy 5 of these. And then I don't just want to nuke all of these. But there's definitely a point of return where it's efficient. Then I'll do another 5 of those. And then I have 20 more to use. And I think I have 25 more boxes in general. So we'll use all again. And then more boosters, more XP, more mats. The boosters themselves are pretty worthwhile. Lot of boosters. Magnanimous tuning crystal, condition damage. I like how many boosters I'm getting though. Just as a baseline. So now if I go to my world vs. world mini boosters, I have 14 of those. And then I think I only got 1 of the magnanimous thingies, but I'm cool with that because that's all. Oh, I should probably wait till I have boosters open to use those. That's probably on me. Probably on me. Wait to use those bad boys. But even from that, oh, I have 4 of these now. So I have 2 hours of like really solid maintenance oil to use, which I'm perfectly cool with. I look forward to that. That's just a trophy. Half of this shit I don't know what we're doing with. I also still don't think we have a single commander tag. Maybe on our home borderland? I just don't understand. How would EBG be on a queue if there are like 4 blue over there? Because if it's a private tag, then the private... Oh, wait. Then the private tag's getting their ass absolutely kicked. Like, they're getting absolutely slaughtered. Whose squad is this? What have they got going on this end of things? Because this is more than we had previously. And it looks like they're just going around claiming a bunch of shit out here. Chat. I don't know if we're gonna get fights. I think it might be time for a little SPP. If I'm being honest. I think it might be about that time. Because if I'm being honest, like... Jump into World vs. World, but map completion needs to be done. Don't tell me map completion needs to be done. You stop that. You stop that. That's literal false propaganda. That's not true. That's not accurate. Don't let them lie to you. You do not need to do map completion. I don't need to do map completion. We don't need to do map completion. The map completion will do itself eventually if you just give it enough time. And eventually, the time that you would have spent doing map completion stuff could be replaced by, well, doing fun stuff like World vs. World with your pal Dusto, whose power went out, and he's trying to recover from a very sad set of circumstances. Reaver has my only Lego. I need to swap over to Druids, which is different armor type. Fuck! That's so sad. Excuse me. That's, yeah, I get it. I get it. We need Druids. We need troops. We will still need Necros, but, like, if I'm being real and looking at the sign-up, I don't know why we have so many Necros. I don't know where they all came from. I don't know what the obsession with Necros currently is. All I know is that we have the highest NPC that I've ever seen, Necro per capita. Necro's an easy class to get into and has amazing self-sustain. Also brings a very important role with being a, you know, reliable boon strip. Not having boon strips is such a detriment. Crazy I'm Necro just joined guild. Make sure you sign up under LFG if you're doing World vs. World with us. We're trying to get a feel for what we'll have for classes overall. And making sure that we have proper... Motherfucking piece of shit. Did they all just leave? Making sure we can set up proper groups for people is just like step one of many to that entire situation. But LFG channel in the guild Discord has the sign up. Just select your class and it's more of like census work than anything else. Nothing too formal. But that's the basis of it, really. I think if we have an immense amount of support and we also have numerous boon strips, then we will find ourselves in a very solid spot in PvP. Especially with new players, the importance of both of those things is pivotal. And the more support you have, the more forgiveness you get during fights. And the more strips you have, the more forgiveness you get on the offensive side and securing kills. So, there's the element of like, if our supports can keep us up, and we have enough boon strips to make sure that the enemy isn't constantly getting support, it doesn't take a lot of damage to kill people in this. You don't have to be flashy, bro. You've seen how fast people die. It is very easy to just get boon strips, get people without stability, and then throw some CC out and they're gone. So if we have solid support, the DPS doesn't matter as much because people won't be able to do as much. Yeah, that's the largest thing. Everything hinges on our supports keeping buffs up and our strips making sure that the enemy has no buffs up. If we can do both of those things simultaneously, DPS just happens. Like, I'll be bonking with my mace, even though that's not going to be the most damage or anything, right? I'll be going crazy at it. I'll be doing what I can to contribute. And through that... Oh, hello, sir. Can I help you with something? My good man. Oh, my God.
Defense, then offense.
Set. Willbender? Yeah. Yeah, Willbender's can his single targets pretty fucking hard, I'm not gonna lie. Is he Hammer Willbender? E. Yeah, Hammer Willbender is a little, how do I say this? Zergy dub key walk forward and shred type shit, which is quite nice to have when you're in some small fights. Do love to see that. You can just shred motherfuckers as soon as you hop in. It is actually kind of hilarious. I do love these little small skirmishes, though, in addition to all of the big pumper fights. It's refreshing to not have everything be like a hyper Zerg. But also, part of me feels like I'd rather be in SPVP if we're not going to be getting good fights off of this. Although, I don't know, maybe green has more than we thought they did. Like, maybe there actually is an element of, like, green Zerg out here. It's too early to say right now, but they might be able to bring some people back. But yeah, that's our goal, is just go in, ideally 3 support per group. And if we're pulling 3 support per group, I feel like we're gonna have this level of safety within our pushes, within our fights, that enable us to let people learn. But EG always seems to be full of just random pugs. Bro, I'm on our borderland now. I got into EBG because it's been on a queue. Like, it's literally been queue locked the entire time that I've been here. And I got in and we had no commanders running around. And I checked every other borderland map and there were no commanders running around. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening out here, man? So I don't know if because it's the, you know, the 4th, well, it's the weekend leading into the 4th, or I guess the week leading into the weekend of the 4th type shit. Because it's close to the 4th, I don't know if people just like aren't here tonight or what's happening. But I will say it feels very, 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 very quiet in World vs. World tonight. Again, I don't quite know why. I don't know what's going on with it. All I know is that it feels oddly quiet out here. Like, oddly. It's just a strange thing. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what caused it. So, we shall see. We shall see. I'm also trying to work on keeping protection up all the time. Done for SPP if you built. I do love me the prospect of some SPPP. But I mean, we might see good fights. I think... Okay, hold on. We might be getting fucking lit. We might be rocking out with our cockers out, boys. We just need to hope that green calls in the boys and zergs the fuck up. And we see an absolute bopper of a goddamn fight out here. If we get that, then I will be so happy. I'm just not entirely sure if that's where it's going. But we shall see. We shall see. I remain optimistic. I put protection up. We have 30 seconds of protection all the time. We will never want for protection. Get our protection back up to 30 seconds immediately. Wait. Oh no, my internal cooldown on that. No. I might have actually cooked our protection up time. I know that's hard to believe. But I didn't wait out my 30-second ICD. So, protection might have been... never mind. No, we still have enough. Everything's perfectly okay. We're fine, boys. Maples, what up, brother? Dusty where? Dusty back on top after that shitty fucking power outage, brother. Dusty exactly... Uh-oh. Dusty too far overextended! Yep. Yep. I've already seen more willbenders just in, like, this immediate PvP than I have in all of the other world versus world that I've done. That's not a good sign in terms of us actually seeing some, like, Zergy fights tonight. That's not the best thing to look forward to. Ads, what up, brother? I hope you're having a good day, dude. I think I might have missed peak time with the whole power outage, bro. Think I might have played myself. And in the words of the late, great Abraham Lincoln, never, ever play yourself. DJ Khaled. And I think I fucked up. I think not paying my power bill might have just cooked us. How dare you playing your power outage for peak? I know, bro. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Viewership was just starting to pop, too. It was like... everything was lining up, Stomps. It was all looking beautiful. And then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I hate it out here, dog. I seem to have missed a lot of the good world versus world for the night. Them AI data centers cooking. Bro, I live in Maine. We don't even have to worry about that shit. I think somebody probably just, like, got drunk, went to smack their wife or some shit and ran into a telephone pole. Just fucking something along those lines. I don't quite know. But I can only imagine someone crashed into a telephone pole. But that is just unofficial theory crafting. I swear to Christ. Brother, did I get back just for all of us to get fucking wiped out here? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Future mask off. Bro, I swear to Christ. Swear to God. I don't want to die again. This is so tragic. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Let me back in. Jesus Christ, I hate it here. Fuck all of you bozos. I'm going to build an arrow cart and rain on their fucking heads. I need an arrow cart. I have arrow cart blueprints. It is time. They will see what their dastardly ways have led to. Yeah, Rengar. Yeah, that's my fucking goat ski right there, brother. That's my fucking goat. Yeah, build that shit. Build that shit. All right. I have arrow cart specializations, by the way. I can probably shred people. We back, what up? I lost power. But now I have power back. I am regaining power as we go. And I only feel my power increasing as a result of this. Okay, bro, chill. Chill. I don't know what you're so, like, fucking freaking out over type shit. But you can relax a little, brother. We can be friends out here. It's just a fucking prank. You can't reach me up here, bozo. Please. This arrow cart is actually this spot. And I have crazy range on this bad boy. Yo, Jumpy, what up? Hope you're having a good day. That sounds good. Dude, it started to get hot fast when the power went out. I'm not even gonna lie, like, we lost the AC and the fans, of course, and immediately it was like, you just felt the temperature creeping up with the air sitting stagnant. Oh my fucking god. Like, what the hell is my arrow card doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything's bad. Work in a warehouse outside today? Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, that does not sound like the best set of circumstances to be involved in given the heat scenario, brother. Jesus Christ. I hope you got plenty of water breaks out there, because that sounds like just about the most unfun type of thing you could be doing today. I'm glad that you're not dead. Oh, because my ass is going to a hotel. Oh, dude, we instantly went to a store and ended up, like, just trying to find something cold to drink without having to open our fridge, because we didn't know how long the power was immediately going to be out for. So we ran over to a store on the other side of town that still had power. Uh-oh. Yep, I'm out.
Getting healthy.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, fuck this shit, I'm out. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go this way. Excuse me! Pardon me! I would like to potentially get the hell out of here, brother. I would like to leave. I would not like to be involved in this tomfoolery anymore, please and thank you.
Anyone?
Oh my god, wait. Okay. I hate it here. Shoving on random streams. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, dog. I'm just getting back from a power outage. I was in World vs. World earlier, and there were some great fights earlier in the day. And then I lost power through peak, like the last couple hours, power was out. I popped back in, and all of our commander attacks are gone. So I've been popping around in maps trying to figure out what the fuck we've got going on. With rerolls being what, tomorrow now? Is it actually tomorrow? Is tomorrow Friday? Oh my fucking god, tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow night we'll all be on our new teams, yeah? Which... Oh, right. That makes sense. I don't work here. I'm not green. Do we have a rough idea of what we have comp-wise? Still up in the air, playing support or DPS? Support is infinitely more valuable to us than DPS at this point in time. Just because of the simple factor that while we figure out comp, if we have too much support, not a problem. If we have not enough support, big problem. Especially with how new a lot of our comp is going to be and a lot of our players will be. There's this inherent level of over support, underperform. And our goal is to have 3 supports in every single group: Druid, Troubadour, non-negotiables, and then a Firebrand or Lumi, and then odds are we also bring in something that could be like a pseudo support, something along the lines of a hybridized class, maybe something that brings in some buffs but also something strippy or CCE along those lines, and then 1 true DPS or AoE CC. So we're trying to afford ourselves a lot of room to, how do I say this, underperform, basically. Saying LFG sign up with 12 healers. Yeah, so my biggest advice is A, we always need more. B, keep in mind, we have 10 healers, 12 supports right now, but those aren't like true just in terms of their roles. So we have 4 druids, which means that we have 4 groups worth of druids. That is 20 people covered, right? So just comp-wise, right? We have 4 druids, that's 20 people worth of druid coverage. We have 5 troubadours, that's 25 people worth of troubadour coverage. So as of right now, out of our 41 signups, we have to bench 16, actually 21, because we don't have proper group comps for them. So off of that, we also need a Lumi or a Firebrand for every group. Good news is we have 5 between the 2. We have 3 Firebrands, 2 Lumis under support right now. So from that side of things, we have enough supports if we get 1 more druid to have 5 full groups that are properly optimized. Then we look at the people that are like paragons, people that are coming in that are labeling like a scourge as a support, stuff like that, right? Oh, bad spot to AFK. Won't lie. Not the greatest. So anyways, you look at like the actual builds that or like the classes that we have, and we most definitely need to have more of the baselines.
Is absolutely S-tier.
Yo, Junie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Also depends if they're going full heal druid too, or if they're the roaming build. I would assume, just to go on a limb, and you know what they say about assuming, but most people that are signing up for this should be signing up with the expectation that they'd be playing in, like, you know, a Zergy ball type beat. But just for perspective, like, this is also our total signups. This doesn't mean that we're always going to have these people online every time that we do World vs. World. So if we're trying to have a full 50-person in-house Zerg, we probably need 15 Troubadours signed up, which is 3 times the number we have. 15 Firebrand / Lumis. And 15 druids. So that way we can expect 1/3 of our people to not be there at any point in time and still field enough support to have proper group comps. Because the number one thing that fucks groups, especially when fights are longer, no support. If you don't have support, you don't have stability, you don't have offensives, you don't have quicknesses, you don't have swiftness, you don't have anything. It's really, really, really tough if you don't have the functionality of, you know, baseline supports coming in. So I would rather, while we try to round out our groups, have everybody that's capable of playing support and willing play support. Because again, as we round out, if we figure out that we have too much support, then we're just like, oh, okay, slam on a DPS. So, oh, sign up, take a minute of the guild. Are there enough right now? That's one thing we're still kind of feeling out, to be completely honest, is like, A, how many we're even going to need in the first place. B, we do already have like a couple people that are looking to take care of that, so we don't really want to like overcommit a large number of people to that, you know, without a necessity for it, you know what I mean? So we're feeling out exactly what our demand is going to be in the first place. Because if there's not enough demand to facilitate, you know, having multiple callers or anything because we can't cover slots, then that'll be its own problem. But that's just something we'll come down the line. There's always a chance we end up needing far more than we currently expect. But as of right now, we don't even really know, like, how consistent people are going to be when it comes to the whole showing up. Which I think we all know after a lot of time in MMOs, that is the true raid boss, is the attendance boss, and getting people to just simply put show up. If you can do that, then congratulations, you're one of the top guilds in whatever game you want to be, because motherfuckers just don't want to show up, dog. They just refuse to in these days. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know what we've done to scorn our fellow gamers, but man, the attendance boss do not give a shit about who you are, about what your guild is built on. It's all just cooked. Commander is AFK. Wait, is Commander actually AFK in this? Oh, hold on. They went to a different borderland. Right. Right. All right, well, I guess there's only one thing to do, chat. Maybe give it a shot to see if we can actually find something. What's your take on people clipping content? In what context? Just like people clipping stuff to like share the clip or something? Or like the whole clipping, like people paying clippers. Like to what extent clipping content? Because like the whole, oh, just like people clipping content. I think it's dope, personally. I think clipping is something that naturally you, when you're putting out content, sign up for, if that makes sense, right? It's like being on TV and expecting people to not run back your lines. And with clipping, I think I don't really have much of an issue with it. Everybody at some point in their streaming career says cringe shit, goes on a cringe rant, or is just a little bit of a goofball in some way. And I think, like, I don't really take myself too seriously. I have fun with it. I know I get hot-headed at times. I know I can be stupid about things at times. And I know people have clips of me raging, people have clips of me crashing out, cracking funny jokes, giving helpful advice, and that's just the entire gambit of streaming, right? So for me, I just think clipping is natural. Honestly, if I had more people clipping and like posting clips of me, that would make it so I didn't have to do YouTube as much, which would help because I don't really like doing YouTube, which makes me not do YouTube that much at all. So that to me would actually be a big help. The evolution of clipping, where people realize that total impressions and name recognition was a huge thing. It's a really interesting, like, epidemic, so to say. It's almost like the business development of streaming, where people learned that you could just pay people to clip your content, and after paying people to clip your content, you could effectively, the structure, just for perspective, is people will sign up clippers, and clippers are able to clip content and post it to their channels, and for every 1,000 views that the content gets, up to 100,000 views, people will get X amount of money per their post. So there's like a really, how do I say this, like a really crazy meta right now where people are just telling a bunch of people that they're going to pay them for that, and they do pay them actually, and it's a good way for some people to generate revenue, but it's also flooding platforms with just, you know, on loop clips of certain content creators because they've realized the meta behind it. I think that's a little bit more like insidious, because that to me, like, you know, anything organic is organic, anything inorganic is inorganic, but there's also the element of like, in streaming and content creation, if you really try to take the battle against inorganic, like I for so long have hated people that view botted, spoken out against it, all that shit. It's a terrible thing, right? But man, between Twitch view botting, people buying views for YouTube videos, being able to promote posts and videos and shorts and stuff like that, there's so many layers to it, and people haven't even realized the level that YouTube has of it, because everybody's so focused on Twitch view botting that they don't even realize that when a YouTuber buys views for a video, those views just stay on the video and don't go away. And when, you know, when view bots were off for a Twitch streamer, the viewers go away. It's just, it's this entire insidious thing where people have realized that money can make money on streaming, and the passion side of streaming has gone out. But also, yo, Minko, what up, dog? Trying to start the game out again after 2+ years. Any suggestion on the best way to find a fun class / spec? There's a lot to go through. Dog, there's a lot. There's a lot. I feel you there. So, most important note for me is that alt leveling is fast, respecking is free, and is easily available and convenient. So, one character can typically present a myriad of different gameplay styles. And on top of those gameplay styles, right, you also can level alts incredibly quickly. If you end up getting expansions, you also just happen to, like, get boosts for your alts for getting the expansions in general, which kind of a banger deal. So if you level one character, kind of get yourself familiarized with the story, plus there's going to be so much story in the first place, you can explore a lot on that. In terms of just general guidance on classes, though, and kind of like what classes, what specializations can do what, there are a couple of good websites, but those will also just present you with guides where it's going to slam all the information out at you, and it's going to be like, here's what you pick for your build. Honestly, might not help. On the baseline of it, I think it's important to just break it down to square one. What do you like to do in games? Do you like to heal? Do you like to do damage? Or do you like to be big and tanky and brawlic in like a trinity structure? Which role do you typically like to fulfill? Because Guild Wars has a lot of different options, and a lot of the options within Guild Wars can be kind of blended into a certain standpoint. But based on what you're looking to do, there's a lot. In a game like this, mobility and damage, you like melee or ranged? And is your goal smaller scale PvP for your PvP, or do you want to do like large scale shit like this? Because there's 5v5, and then there's what's called World vs. World, which I'm in right now. Now, again, respecking and all of that shit is super easy, and you even have different builds for World vs. World and SPVP, which is a 5v5. But there are a lot of, as you can see, a lot of fun movement classes, a lot of great movement abilities, plus movement modifiers in this. So I picked, just for perspective, I'm a really large melee enjoyer. And in PvP, I enjoy being able to have impacts on fights in a lot of various ways. So I started as a Guardian, and I played a Willbender first. A lot of people will call Willbender Blue Thief, which is kind of a testament to how zippy it can be. It's a lot of teleports in, comboing off of your teleports, and trying to make sure that you can secure kills and then get out and play your life. But it provides a little bit more tankiness than something like a Daredevil, which is the glass cannon version of like, if you get caught, you're fucked. Willbender's almost like playing off of the Guardian, which is kind of like a pseudo-paladinly type class. So you have a little bit of like self-sustain, you have some teleports and some movement, but you also bring in buffs along the way. So I've really liked Guardian because of the diversity that it provides in fights. I spent about 2 weeks learning on Willbender when I first came in because it was very zippy, very fast-paced, and very fun, very kill. Guardian also has a DPS build that's for the Dragon Hunter elite specialization, which Dragon Hunter drops a lot of traps on the ground and shit. So if you get to a point where you're like, okay, I've zoomed around enough, I realize there's value in holding my position and playing very methodically. Dragon Hunter places traps around and tries to play in their own traps and pull people into the traps, and it's also very useful in World vs. World as well as small scale. So Willbender can be more small scale skewed, can still be useful in World vs. World, but Willbender will typically be used in that smaller scale side of things. DH DPS is huge. Then on a Guardian, you have like 3 different support options. I play Luminary, which is a really popular, well, pretty popular support choice. Dragon Hunter and Luminary, or sorry, Firebrand and Luminary, my bad. Many, thank you for the follow. Firebrand and Luminary are going to be the 2 main supports that you'll see in a lot of groups. Firebrand gives stability, which is just can't be CC'd, more or less, just kind of like an unstoppable. And then Lumi gives stability as well as a bunch of other things, but Lumi has a little bit less of a guaranteed uptime on stability and brings just more to the table. So a few differences there, but Guardian's really diverse. The diversity of Guardian, though, isn't just reserved to Guardian. There are a lot of different classes that also share that same, well, you play this, or you play this, or you play this, this, or this. Even things like Thief can come in and they can have like your Daredevil, which is going to be super zoomy, or you can have supporty type builds coming in with it as well, with Spectre. So you do have variables with everything. But I've had a ton of fun on Guardian. Guardian's also pretty, like, user-friendly in the sense that when you're new and when you're learning, you'll have some heals and you'll have some sustain and you'll have a little bit of forgiveness while you're leveling if you're soloing stuff. I think it's a good one to come in and learn on. Try out Blue Thief. Yeah, dude, Willbender's great. My recommendations, if anybody tells you to run Berserker, don't. Not until you're better at the game. Just don't. I came in and I was like, chat, what is the most punishing version of this class that I could play? And they were like, Berserker. Berserker is an armor set that basically, like, different armor stat groups will have different names. Berserker has no vitality, which is health, and no toughness, which is armor. It is all glass cannon. If you ever get feedback from somebody that's like, hey, play Berserker, don't. I started on it and I played like a week on it. I got my shit handed to me. Positionally, every small mistake ended up being an instant death just before I could even react. It was such a tough set of circumstances, to say the very least, with the Berserker setup. And then I changed my set and I had an absolutely beautiful experience with it. And I changed it over to like a Valkyrie set, which brings in a little bit more HP, a little bit more survive, and it felt far, far, far better. It was a really nice experience at that point. So if one thing doesn't feel quite right, just know something else can always come along and just kind of solve all those problems. So, map Ewan, we are currently Halls of Judgment. Dude, honestly, I don't even know which fucking map we're in. It's been so hard to even like find a commander to run with, and we don't exactly have a lot of numbers out here. You know what? Fuck it. I win this. I hate it here. We don't have a lot of numbers. Our numbers are quite staggered and scattered because I don't think there's like any actual, how do I say this, like guild tags or anything. Oh, and this, I thought I did. They're fucking hacking, by the way. Just in case you don't know, it's a really popular hack among kids these days, where they just kick the shit out of me. They're hacking. But yeah, no, I don't know. Since my power came back, it's like as soon as my power went out, all of the commander's power also went out. Thank you, like dog poop. No, I've avoided that route for years now. Fucking fool me 3 times. Shame on me, dog. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not going back to that. I'm not going back to that. I have maybe another couple of WVW fights in me. The good news is I'm at least collecting pips right now, which is just free goodies, and I'm getting track progress, which is also quite nice. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. But I would really like to be able to group up and smack the shit out of some people. Group comp's actually looking a little bit better now. Our lead might have to drag groups around a little bit, but we're actually getting a few people in here on some useful classes, which is kind of nice. Oh, goodness gracious. Dude, I love Dr. Pepper. I don't know why people do fentanyl when they could just shoot Dr. Pepper into their veins instead. Genuinely, it'd be so much better. I don't know, man. Just put some Dr. Pepper in a freeze dryer, puff it out into rocks, put that shit at the end of a crack pipe and just smoke that. Probably be better for your teeth than meth or whatever the fuck people are on these days. I'm DustyWhy. I'm here to help the people. I'm here to deliver greatness, one tip at a time. Thank you for coming by TED Talk. Dr. Pepper's play. Dr. Pepper's always the play. Also, Odie, someone let you into the dad joke vault, didn't they? Like, Dr. Pepper has never not been the play since 1482 when it was created by Dr. Samuel D. Pepper. Fucking phenomenal choice. I don't understand. If the Nobel Prize would have existed at that time, I think he would have won that shit back to back. He probably would have been like the Bill Russell of Nobel Prizes. But I digress. Dr. Pepper has cured many of my ailments in life. Back before I was drinking Dr. Pepper, you know, when I was not pepped up, I was 5'6". I had a 15-inch running vertical, and I wore a size 8.5 shoe. Now, 6'5", 35-inch running vertical, 1-foot jumper, healthy 2-foot landing, soft, pillowy landing, size 10.5 shoe, 11, depending on the fit. I've ascended, and it's primarily thanks to Dr. Pepper. I feel like so many things in life can be cured. I was going bald. Hairline being pushed back every time I visited my barber. He started to give me more of a percentage off my haircuts. I drank Dr. Pepper, had to pay double for haircuts. But let me tell you, hairline came right back in like a yard that got reseeded, baby. It was fucking gorgeous. Again, Dr. P. You get a 1.25 liter a day, you go to your local Walmart, and for whatever reason, these bad boys are usually on rollback. Like a buck a piece. Picture the logos facing out, and that is wrap. I know, there were like 3 logos. I wasn't sure which one the camera was gonna pick up, because it's like a back-to-back logo. I'm not quite sure the angle on it. So yeah, I should also probably grab from down here. Yep. No, we're getting there though. We're getting there, ants. Soon I will have the lifetime supply of Dr. Pepper. So I've thought about this. I would want a Dr. Pepper sponsorship, right? I would want a food sponsorship at a place that I could tolerate eating every day that has a variety of meals. And then I would want an oral care sponsorship. Like, not blowjobs, like tooth care. Like, I would want toothbrushes and shit because of the Dr. Pepper sponsorship. So I'd basically partner with, like, I don't know, Sonicare or whoever the fuck makes the Sonicares, Philips or whatever. Whoever the fuck Philip is. Partner with his ass. And then we'd be talking about the best goddamn toothbrushes on earth. Oh, wait! If I ever get famous, my influencer product can be a toothbrush. Chat. Who wants to buy your DustyWhys? I feel like there's potential here. Love to see cats in World vs. World PvP. Shit, I do too for now. We'll see when people start to notice most of us suck and then slurring at us. But for now, it's been a good time. It's been an absolutely phenomenal time. We learn on the daily. I've actually been lucky enough to get a couple log reviews from people who know what they're doing as well. So honestly, I've been having a great time. The amount of improvement that I'm already going through is very, very, very inspiring, basically, for the future. Like, I'm seeing a lot more progress than I expected to see this far in. And my role is being played quite well. I'm no longer... Oh my god, excuse you. I'm no longer a detriment to the groups that I'm in. Which is a good thing. And honestly, according to the numbers yesterday, I was making Lumi look pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. I've discovered my hidden role that I really devalued, which was my ability to put up protection with very high uptime percentage. And if it doesn't get stripped, carry over in the protection, like just over 100% uptime. So I basically started to lean into, I put out stability, I put out protection and resolution, and everything else is just a bonus. And I got away from the, the fact of like, oh, I put out offensive buffs, so offensive buffs are great. And it's been since then fully about the, how can I keep as much protection up as humanly possible? You know what I mean? That's the largest aspect of it for me. And even without using any of my other abilities, I can almost go Feel My Wrath into Shield of Judgment for the protection and almost upkeep it permanently, and that's without a Protector Strike. If I had Protector Strike in there, then I get more protection uptime in the first place. And I'm able to, again, if it doesn't get stripped, I'm able to maintain my protection fully, which is just 33% reduced damage taken for everybody that has that. That's fucking huge. No matter how much people are healing, if you can just reduce that damage curve by 33% off the top end, and those spikes where you get slightly out of position and insta-pop now present time for us to actually save you. Game changer. What you doing back there? My brother in Christ. What is... Guys, surely we could have done something more than just stand around like that, right? Is it faster to flame ram the gate than it is to catapult the wall? I would have to guess yes, because gates are far weaker than walls. But I also feel like catapults would do more damage per, like, projectile throw, no? I'm not siege expert yet. I will be at some point. But this point in time is not the time. You can also auto the gate. That's fair, but autoing the gate does like 5 damage. So that's kind of like... I don't know. I feel bad. 5 is better than 0. Is it when it comes to my mental health? Or 5 and 0 effectively the same thing where I feel useless regardless? Let's discuss. Because I feel as though...
Getting healthy. Stand your ground.
I feel as though they're more or less the same goddamn thing. Call me crazy on that, but... I don't feel any better doing 5 than doing 0. I actually feel a little bit better doing 0 because then I can say I, DustyWhy, the support, have done my support role. What is Adrian? Where is Adrian? Why don't I see that guy? Adrian. Troubadour. So Troubadour gives a shitload of protection as well. I feel it depends on what masteries people let it be fair. Most people didn't go for gates. That's fair. Yeah. I put my mastery points into arrow carts. Because I'm not gonna lie, arrow cart. I personally think the arrow cart is the next evolution of man. I feel as though arrow carts are the siege weapon that Big Siege doesn't want you to tell, or doesn't want you to know about. They want to tell you that the trebuchet was the finest form of siege weaponry, but there exists an arrow cart that could do what 100 men could do at one time. No Bonnie Blue. It could black out the sky. It could rain hell upon... What is going on over here? Enemy soldiers. What? Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. They were rezzing their boy. Okay. Should I be worried? Where are they all going? I have the heart of a lifetime and a lion and a lifetime banned from the zoo. What else did you do to that lion? I have a feeling. I have a feeling that lion went through some shit recently. So, how many mastery points do I have? I have 4 mastery points. So you said people have... Guard killer, damage 2, and reduces damage from mercenaries. What are mercenaries? Are those the sentries? Or what are these? That's not players, right? Surely. I see veteran archers. The AI. Okay. I was like, damn, if that's PvP damage, I've been fucking up, like, very, 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 very heavily. Okay, so, as of right now, it's probably better for me to just... improves your ability to gather loot. Unlocks Heart of Thorn recipe sigils and runes. Don't need to worry about that. Probably gliding. Okay, now evade while gliding is kind of sick. Yeah, probably gliding. So that way I can lean forward and then I can zoom and keep up with people. I think it'd be my best bet. Green is now 30 to 40. I mean, we have 19. We can probably kill them. If it's the same green that we were just fighting. I know this might sound controversial to some. But I feel as though there's no way we lose. I know, Dusty, never say never. When I'm there, I think it's a pretty safe bet. I also think we're getting put into subgroups, which is kind of dope. He's shaping up for a real fight. Although my group, we got double troop in this bitch. He's gonna take one of those, surely. He's got a Scourge, double Reaper, Firebrand, and then he threw in a Willy. Okay, interesting. I mean, at least we have 5-person groups. I'd probably put a Reaper down here, a troop up. Can you play the economy at all in Guild Wars? You absolutely can. The thing about it is, like, playing the economy would be maybe, I don't know, legendaries in your end game for gear. But a lot of it's going to be, like, skins and materials and stuff like that. And what you're playing the economy for is also going to be slightly different than it will be in some other games. Partly due to the fact that there's not a lot of that steep vertical prog in Guild Wars, right? So it's a little bit, I don't know, how do I say it? It's a little bit hard to play the economy towards a goal of progression or anything like that when you're in a spot of horizontal prog. So, I don't know time AoE ages, they'll push you to the next level. Yeah. When I can get some big blocks on ages going in, that's another big thing. Trying to get my ages, and then I'm also at the point, Bizarre, where I've wanted to, you know, work on getting the most effective usage out of my abilities. Instead of just working on raw uptime, I'm starting to kind of like dissect when I'm using my abilities throughout the fights and what I'm actually negating, and whether that's useful negation of things or I'm just pressing it to pad uptime. And that's where I really start to break things down into more of a, more of a fine meta for progression, right? But that's definitely it. I'm always trying to hop to the next level. And if I look at the level that I'm at now versus the level that I was at when I first started playing Luminary, even, a week or so ago. Odd shit on me. Those some interesting comms. Slightly interesting. Yes, hold on. I will be right back. Un momento. It's a lot of shit. One sec.
Chose you. Seize the moment.
Good day, bitches. Tombs Borderland. Is there anything to look forward to there? Or shall we SPVP? I want to retain hope. I want to hold on. I want to... EBG. Why are we going EBG? I'm in a fucking queue for the EBG. I hate it here. I hate every bit of it. And I just want to find good fights. How are there not more... We in tombs. Who is we? What group are you guys in? Is there a tag on tombs? I'm crazy. You are crazy. Yeah. I was confused as fuck. Trying to actually gaslight me. Thought I went too early. When was the last time you smoked? Because I just went out for one. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to do strike mission and get some easy gold / loot, we're making a group right now. Wait, what are strike missions? What are those things? I'm assuming PvE. Is that a guild thing? Oh wait. We have to do our guild missions this weekend as well. Like, a lot of guild missions. We have to do our conquest matches and all that shit. It's a raid, but only boss. Oh, really? Oh, really? Get that? What does that give? Does that give ascended stuff? 10-man party thing? I like that. It's very easy. 2 gold for 2 to 3 minutes of work. Oh, interesting. Are there a lot that you can just like go through and blast down? There are like 5 of them. So you go through those and it's just like, what, 20-ish gold? 2 more, but they're longer. Right. I mean, shit. Are those daily? Or are those a weekly thing? My queue is so bad. This bitch isn't moving. I want the gold is weekly. Okay, that checks out. Like, I'd really love to get a couple more fights in. Goopty. What up, dog? Thank you for following. What's up? I would love to get a couple more fights in. Only thing is, I'm not convinced that the fights are going to, happen. Currently taking SMC. How? Like, nobody's contesting? I'm so confused. Red and blue contesting. Is there another blue stack for us? Or is it just a small stack because it's so late? I should have stayed in EBG the entire time. God fucking damn it. Bro, the queue isn't moving. This is so sad. This is like the only time I've wanted to be in the EBG stuff. Usually, it's a little tragic. It's a little tragic. SPVV. Alright, hold on. Let me check out this strike mission thing. Because I think they're just doing 1 strike mission, right? So that probably won't take long. I'll run in, support that, and then potentially a little bit of SPVP. Because it seems like World vs. World is... How do I say this? Dead tonight? Like at this point in time, it seems pretty dead ski. So personally, I'd be down for some SPVP. I would enjoy that. Oh wait, am I in a group? Wait a minute. I think I can squad join, right? / SQ join Apollo. I think I did it, but I don't know. So, let me get this strike mission done, and then SPVP, and we can see how the SPVP side of things is gonna be. I actually haven't played SPP in a few days, dog. Like, I've been doing a lot of world versus world. Outside of the travel stuff, I've been doing a lot of world versus world. It's gonna be nice going in and only getting the shit kicked out of me by 5 people instead of 50 people. That's gonna be incredibly sought after. I'm gonna go back to Willbender. What, for SPVP? Oh goodness, I just play Lumi support in SPVP, bro. I fuck with that so heavy. I love Lumi. If I didn't like Lumi, I would have switched immediately. But like, I fuck with Lumi so heavy. And I also feel like there is so much skill ceiling within supporting that I kind of slept on within this game when I was on the outside looking in. I felt as though, yo, Color, what up, dog? I hope you're having a good day. You know, I looked at it as a matter of, should be able to join one, check raids under training. Training? Wait. Story journal? Where the fuck do you mean? Check raids under training.
Hello?
Hold on. Hold on. Guild inventory, male hero. Where in tarnation? Gonna Dusty get an invite? Can you retake us back up under LFG? Okay, so looking for group. And then raids, training. And then I just have to wait for you guys to be here. There's an experienced... Oh. Right. That makes sense. So would we be... Party Guffle. No, that's okay. You blast. I will do SPVP. I shall do strike missions on another day. Oh, I guess swear to God, if we get lightning now, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I just got my power back. Literally just got my power back. I need that at the bottom of my heart to stay tonight. If I lose that shit again because lightning strikes a tree or some bullshit, I will go out there and I will reconnect the power myself if it is the last fucking thing I do. So help me God. Don't make me do it. Oh wait. We got charisma as well. We got one more slot, boys. Old man screams at clouds. Excuse me, old. I will dunk on you. Listen, TwitchCon 2026. Pull up San Diego. I will find the basketball court with everybody that is there, and we will do a walking only 1v1. If I move too fast, I'm at risk of getting hurt at my old refined age. We will do a walking only 1v1. I wouldn't want anybody to meet an unfortunate demise. So it'll be nice and slow, no jumping, no sudden movements, and honestly, probably 3 dribbles until you have to take a nice little baby hook over the top. And we'll call our own fouls. Just embrace your old age, Mr. Relic. I am at the perfect age to go from an athletic NBA player to a 3-point shooting demon. I'm just putting that out there. In today's NBA, I could still transition to a 40% 3-point shooter at my age if I were dunking on people for the first 12 years of my career, 10 years of my career. Like, I could do that shit. However, if there are any gifters or just going, a walking stick would be perfect. See, I swear to God, this is why I don't want to set up a P.O. box. Because people in my chat will send me dumb shit instead of giving me dumb amounts of gifted subs. Granted, I could resell the dumb shit. Might be a stupid question, but how do you get into World vs. World from Edge of the Mist? So basically, when you're in your World vs. World, Edge of the Mist is going to be kind of like a holding chamber, so to say. And then once you're actually looking to go in, you'll want to bring your world versus world menu back up, and then you can select any of these, and it will kind of like teleport you in to the starting area for those. So Eternal Battlegrounds is like the large map in the middle where everybody's going to be fighting over SMC. It's called Stone Mist Castle. It's like a giant castle in the middle of the map. Outside of that, you have the 3 teams Borderlands areas. So you'll have a keep on your own team's Borderlands. For example, I'm Tombs of Draskir. So we'll have a keep that can't be captured on that. That's kind of like our, you know, our headquarters, so to say. So you'll just use this to navigate around. Edge, like, honestly, usually I don't even go into Edge of the Mist for World vs. World. I don't remember the last time I went back in. Or that I actually went into there. I usually just use the Borderlands maps or the Eternal Battleground, as that's where most of it is. No one does. No one does Edge of the Mist. I can't talk. No one does Edge of the Mist anymore. Correct. From what I've heard, Edge of the Mist is really only used for scrims, like between guilds. Who did it, by the way? A lot of the time, guilds will go out to like the literal edge of Edge of the Mist, and then they'll try to scrim each other and set up some, you know, some even circumstances fights to get good repetitions in. But other than that, Edge of the Mist has lost a lot of its validity just from that actual, like, UI interface. You'll be able to find all the good stuff from there. Also, if you're doing World vs. World, largest recommendation that I can make, go into your reward tracks and do the World vs. World exclusive reward track, okay? Find this one. Make sure that this repeatable symbol is checked, so you have your green check mark here. The last chest that you get from this, the World vs. World exclusives choice chest, you want to select the first reward from that chest. That will unlock an exotic and an ascended version of that piece of armor that you get from that from the skirmish vendor that you can find in your little like keep area when you first go into the map. So would highly recommend making sure you have your World vs. World exclusives. Easy way to get exotic as well as ascended gear, especially if you're new. So yeah, of course, dude, let me know if you have any questions. World vs. World in itself can gear out your character pretty much 0 to hero very quickly and easily. So if you talk to the big robot guy, you can get yourself situated with exotic gear for super cheap. Once you get the World vs. World exclusive track run through multiple times, you can find yourself getting ascended gear off of that. So I just happened to get another ascended piece today with my helm. So now I have to get my legendary gloves from FRACTALS, which I've been working on a little bit each day. I think I'm getting kind of close to that. Hold on. Achievements. Incursive investigation. Oh, I have to do quick plays. So I gotta do some quick play frackies tomorrow at the start of stream. I am not allowed to hop in immediately to World vs. World chat. I need you guys to stop me from blowing my entire day on WVW. How close are you to gloves? I am 66% of the way to my gloves. I have 300 out of 450. And I'm close. You've got power bills? Fupo, I'm pretty sure Crackhead stole the copper out of the power lines. I don't really know what happened, man. All I was doing was minding my own business, and then out of nowhere, bop! Fucking power got 220 pumped. I was minding my own business. I was mid-conversation, too. I don't even remember what the thought was, but I was sharing a thought, which honestly is usually a pretty bad thing. But, you know, I was sharing it. We were getting through it. It's a secret AI data centers. Yo, there is a building near me that Carla and I have no idea what it is. Because it's just like a normal house. But it's got like hyper cameras outside of it. Like, I'm talking like the professional, like government, like building looking cameras that are the ones that hang out on the pole and then go down and have like the big black ball around them type shit surrounding it, right? But it's just like a normal ass house, and it clearly has an industrial kitchen, And there are cars that are parked outside of it. But it's like, it's not giving apartment vibes. It just doesn't look zoned for that because I've stared in the windows and there's like a, you know, an industrial kitchen in one area of it. I'm really intrigued, but I've never been able to dig up any information on it. Even when I try to look up the address itself, it's not registered as a business. It's not registered as like an apartment or anything, nor does it look like an apartment. It's just weird. Why do they have to have necros? I hate it here. That's a core necro as well. So I just effectively, I lose the ability to have fun and I just play Contemplation of Purity all the time. Ready for Optimus stuff announcements? Wait, Tesla? What are they announcing about Optimus? Are they gonna announce that Optimus is using Ouster's Rev 8 sensor for his eyeballs? Actually, Elon hates LiDAR. I don't know why Elon hates LiDAR, by the way. I'm kind of pissed about that. If Elon would just get over his hatred for LiDAR and would just, you know, incorporate the Rev 8 sensor to literally everything, then I could just disappear on a beach somewhere and I could call it a day. And then just GG the fuck out for the rest of my life. It would be the most beautiful, chill experience that I could ever imagine. But, for whatever reason, he don't like LiDAR. However, I love LiDAR. What's being announced with Optimus Bot? Because I like robot stuff. What's been going on with Boston Dynamics? Because they have, what's theirs called? Atlas? You gonna stream under an alias? No, I'll still, hear me out. If I had $1 zillion, I would still stream sometimes because I love streaming. It's just fun. Would I stream every single day for 8 hours? No, I'd be experiencing the world if I could truly afford to do so without, you know, worrying about money whatsoever. That would be a game changer. But not at that point yet. So, as I work towards that, there are still some things that need to happen on the way that I'm working towards at the pace that I can. So with that, I would still stream if I was super well off. Like, I love streaming too much to not stream. And I would genuinely feel like I were missing a part of me. Oh God, this isn't good. Yeah. That's unfortunate, man. All of that goddamn CC, not the CC, but the condies just stacked up. They have so much condi. I ripped my contemplation during a fear. And then still got more condies built up on me. That is definitely one thing, man. I fucking hate condies. And everything here is seeming very stinkily condi. Developing a humanoid robot, kind of best to have it be able to see and understand like we do, so it can interact in ways that make sense. Also, having it as humanoid, able to move like a humanoid, keeps from having to change infrastructure in any way if it fits in the humanoid space. Well, yeah, but a LiDAR is just its eyeballs. So, like, what are they announcing for, like, the robot? Can it do front flips now? Or what's the big thing? Because honestly, if it's not doing front flips... I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it, dog. The amount of damage they put out is a little scary. I'm not even going to lie. It's a little tragic. But I think we might be able to turn this just a smidge. They just have a good bit of range that I think is giving us some problems. And I can also get us... Very nice. I can also get us protection much more than I currently am. Because that's definitely something that we have been down a wee bit. Is my protection and my reso against this stack as well. It'll be such an important thing to have out. and I haven't had the greatest uptime on it. They're also stripping everything fucking instantly. But, uh-oh.
Stand your ground.
That was really stupid for me to go into.
Taken the
Like,
market.
really stupid. I might be able to live this. Ay, 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 ay. Fuck off me, Steven! I hate you, you little rodent! Ay, 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 ay. Alright. I come in at the right time with all the heals. Jesus Christ. Chat, this is stressful. This is genuinely so stressful. Wovwa was actually more chill. Because at least there I blended into the clump.
Plaza is lost.
Forgot how much I just got, like, isolated and hit with the giant fuck Ewington over here, man. It makes me sad.
Come, mortals,
But
and contend for
makes me
my
very
favor.
agile, very nimble. And it makes me remember how much I hate boon strips and things that convert my hard-earned boons into condies. $300 is putting your bills on autopay. Oh yeah, no, I actually didn't like forget to pay my power bill. I lost power earlier. No, my power bill is fully on autopay. All of my stuff is on autopay. But I had like a random power outage in the middle of our little heat wave yesterday. Christoph, we're far too deep here, big dog. I don't really know like what you think I'm capable of keeping you safe through, but I assure you it's not this. I will try
You've lost the
with
market.
everything that I have in my ass. But again, I would not necessarily count on it going well at this point in time. Just know, if you die, I've warned you, I'm down to fight it out, but there's a good chance you get your shit cooked. But I'm here for it, dog. I'm here for it. I will not tell you no. I will stay in here the entire time until either we die, they die, or some scenario in between. Okay, we got one of them down. That's a huge play. We might be able to get a second here. The Necro on the back end is that a res? Or is that just like what he does in general? I think he might have just stuck that. I'm not gonna lie, like directly in my fucking face. He genuinely may have just egoed my shit. Yes, 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 I get it. You're an asshole. Right, right, right. I understand. Yes, 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 yes. Get it all out, brother. Oh, wait. No, we're fine. They're actually full cooked. We do win this. Now, was this a worthwhile fight for us to win? It probably came at great detriment. Because I don't think we were playing objective the entire time. I think we still may have come out on top, though. We had somebody that was playing side points and shit. Which, brother, can you fucking relax? Why does he do so little damage? Alright. Off we go. Christoph, I'm with you. I'm with you. Fuck it. I guess we just fight at this point, dog. Fuck him. Fuck him. We just go in. I won't leave you, buddy. We just get to cook this. I will blast every single thing that I have with you. And there's a good chance that we die during it. But there's also a good chance that it's legendary as fuck. Okay, we absorbed the projectiles. Everything's fine. Oh my god! I have nothing for like 0.2.
You've lost the market.
And then I might be able to come back in. I'm trying charisma! I have nothing! Oh golly. Brother, I literally have like... I wish I had more. But I've never had less. I can try to wall and get us something. Ay, 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 ay. This is so fucking cooked. Holy man. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're perfectly fine. We just stay here. We live our best life. And everything is perfectly okay. I hate every single one of them. Please, sir. Please. I cannot be going through this right now. This is a little excessive. Chaz, what up, I go? I'm currently getting harassed by a lot of ranged hooligans, rapscallions, and tomfools in SPVP. I got up to some phenomenal world versus world today, and also my power went out in the middle of stream. It has been an interesting day to follow up Lil Wayne not showing up at his concert, what, literally 2 days ago? Something like that. So yeah, it was a whole ass thing, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Whoops, that was not where that shit was supposed to go. I'm not even gonna lie to you there. That was not ideal, nor was that the intended set of circumstances, I will say. We should probably walk forward. Nice. Great kills. Great kills. I'm enjoying where this is going, my boys. Why not dying? Why are you broken? I die a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I get shit on, unfortunately, far too much at this point in time still. I'm just happening to have a really lucky streak for the raid. You Pally? Yeah, so I play a Guardian. It's kind of like the most paladinly thing here. The thing about like my build is I play a very supporty type paladin. So I am always putting out a ton of buffs. I'm stripping a bunch of conditions, like debuffs all the time. So I make sure everybody on our side is good offensively, defensively, really make sure that they can play the game. So right now I'm just running around with Kristoff, making sure that he's set and making sure he has everything that he needs to be able to play the game in a meaningful way. And then in any downtime that I have, I'm trying to drop dope ass support to help the fight go a little bit smoother in any way that I can. And off of that, I just try to not die. Here, you may see us die, though. There's actually a very good chance that you see me die here. I think there's effectively no way that I do not die here. Only thing is, what if I don't? What if I actually just don't? No! I was so close to getting my heal off and getting back to the team. Oh my god. So CDPS? Yeah, so like very, very, very support. Basically enabling everybody else's DPS, enabling them to play the game, bringing in heals, bringing in buffs, bringing in utility. And like, I do some DPS, but it's not my emphasis by any means, and it's a large compliment. My largest thing is making sure that everybody has buffs so they're not getting CC'd, so they are having faster actions, less damage taken, higher offensives, right? Just a large smorgasbord of buffs across my entire kit for everybody, on top of stripping a lot of debuffs that makes everybody's experience far easier when I'm in the group, or at least it should be if I'm doing my job well. So that's what I really, really, really like about this class, just as a baseline, that I do have the ability to impact fights in such a diverse way. And I could even hybridize the build a little bit to bring in more damage. And, you know, situationally, it's not like I do bad damage walking up and hitting somebody for like 1,500 a pop. I'm not gonna be the big scare of damage, but, you know, I throw out a little bit of damage here and there to help secure kills. It's just the amount of enabling that I bring in for people, I think, is the largest part of this build that really makes it slap. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Don't panic, sir. You're good, I got you. Everything's fine. Weeble, he's fine. You're a brilliant shot. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. And World of Swords. Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. What's that? Oh, Rev? I mean, Rev's solid. Everything can be good in the right hands. Alchemist, what up, brother? The thing about it is, like, depending on what type of content you're trying to get into, that can determine what's really, like, good, bad, indifferent. I might be cooked. Okay. We died at the perfect time. What a close match. Bro, that was a fun one. I'm not even gonna lie. They had a 3-stack. We had a 4-stack. I pumped out an ungodly amount of healing. Like an ungodly amount of healing for Illumi. That felt great. I wish I had better tracking on like buff uptime. Because I feel like those fights were just 650k damage. That's what I'm saying. I just followed you around and I slammed every bit of support that I could in and around your mouth. And it seemed to have worked pretty well because we were like 2v4ing at certain points through that. I'm glad that our random was actually kind of sick at the game and was playing side points the entire time. I don't think we win that without our random actually like doing thief stuff. I noticed that they were like useful, which is kind of sick, kind of a nice change. Anyone for SPV 1 slot? Oh, they've been playing norms for now. Yeah, I wish ranked allowed you to queue with a 5-stack and go like 5-stack versus 5-stack type shit. I think that would make it more fun, especially since I'm playing support. One thing about ranked that like I always keep in mind, right? A, I can push up rank whenever and I can start the rank grind whenever. But as I'm learning still, it's really fun to be able to play with friends along the way, play with the community, bring people in, and I would just rather play with my chat than push up rank for the sake of saying, oh look, I'm good at the game because I hit this rank in a game that has not a lot of people that play a lot of ranked. So it's one of those things where I feel as though I get more benefit from trying to support a coordinated group. Wait. Was that? Yes, not for me.
Less violence. Seek, and you shall find.
Did I falsely yes you? Because if I did, that's my bad. I got 2 yeses immediately after that. But I think we might be fine. Okay, no, we're actually cooking. We're actually cooking. But at some point, I'll push ranked. It's just, it doesn't seem to be a huge point of emphasis within Guild Wars. But I mean, I could also get like the back piece and shit. The only reason to do it would be to play the hourly tournaments. Winning one gives 25 gold to everyone on the team. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. I got a tournament starting in 1 minute. How many teams play in those tournaments? Can't be more than, what, 10 to 50? In terms of hourly tourneys? Winning tourneys can get you a legendary gear. And I could put a 5-stack together for that. Just based on how many sign up. Well, I know, but how many typically sign up? Like, 10 to 50? Because I'd have to say it can't be, like, that many. I don't want to say it's, like, none, because it's still active. I just don't know that I'm willing to think that it's, like, hundreds of teams all grouping up and going fucking hog wild at it. Does this show what it is? Hold on. Does this show how many teams signed up? Or no? EU PvP tournaments. Ew. Heavy rain. Bro, is it raining now? Wait, it's 75 degrees outside. What the fuck do you mean? It was 95 a few hours ago. Who teleported? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Hold on. I'll get Gilahad in here. We dropped one. I swear to god. I swear to god. Every day we stray further from God, boys. Christoph drops a Bam at a bio game and then just fucking hits the dip set after. He says, I don't know if I'll be able to match that performance, and gets the fuck out of there. But also one thing about ranked is like, I play a support Lumi, which I don't really know how well that fits into playing ranked where you're solo or duoing. I could run around and I could pocket support somebody, which is great. And I don't mind being focused or anything like that. The thing is, I feel like Lumi would put me in a weird spot. Whoops. Where teams would probably benefit more from me on something else. And I almost feel like if I'm pushing ranked, it would be easier to push on something that's self-sufficient and can fight side points really well. And then just become side point 1v1, you know, king, basically. And push off of that. But if I get really good at supporting, the impact that I could have on a support could be immense. It's just a matter of figuring out exactly how I want to play in all the different situations. I haven't really felt the necessity of going in and launching ranked early on, but I'm also not really in a hurry. It's not like I feel as though I'm going to be leaving in a month or two. I'm going to have so much time to actually check out ranked. So that's part of it. If I were not planning to stay, then I'd probably just blast ranked, say that I hit top whatever, and then hit the dip set and go play something else. I'm gonna learn a lot, and then when I get into ranked, I'll be able to actually contribute, and I'll be able to know what the best spot is for me. And I won't be relying on just like following other people around and supporting. I'll be able to actually autonomously move and make decisions and call rotates and stuff like that. So more or less, I'm just not in a rush with it. The actual like having a rank itself doesn't really matter that much to me, but that Boston trade is crazy. You know what's even crazier? When you think about it, according to NBA sources, the reason the Giannis trade didn't happen is because Giannis wanted 3 years. And they were only willing to give Giannis 2 in Boston. I don't know what they're doing.
Nothing can bring me down.
I have no idea what they're doing. All I know is that according to what they have said, and I've been kind of like following along on Twitter, which again, verification in some scenario, right? But not anything set in stone. That's a big lead that's been going around. They're also banking on Peyton Pritchard to have Jaylen Brown level development alongside Paul George and the rest of the team, with Jaylen Brown's usage out of the way. Because Jaylen Brown takes a lot of shots, more or less. He's a great scorer. Also is the #1 dribble drive player in the NBA in terms of like number of dribble drives. But they're thinking Pritch is going to be a Jalen Brunson type. They're thinking that seemingly Paul George could come in, spread the floor. He's a 40% three-point shooter. Maybe bring in some veteran mentality that the Celtics kind of lack. They're a pretty young team. So all things considered there. From what's been said, Jaylen Brown was also seen as a locker room distraction because of his Twitch streams and shit. He would go on and just yap and yap and yap about stuff, and he was a locker room distraction. So hard to say what, you know, all happened and was said behind closed doors, but Peanut Butter just disappeared. Nah, I mean, the thing about the Celtics lineup is like they got Mitch Rob and shit. Like, they're fine. They're fine. Like, the Celtics will still be able to manipulate some of the cap room. Like, they did get $6 million a year to play with, $7 million a year off of Jaylen Brown and PG. I also think that Paul George is more likely after his current contract to re-sign for a veteran minimum instead of demanding large money, since he is seeing, you know, lowering usage rates and everything like that. He is an aging player that snapped his leg in half. So, doesn't PG have a podcast? Podcast P, baby. The thing about it is, like, Podcast P, also Whetstone, hi, dude. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Podcast P is a little bit less getting on a Twitch stream and calling a bunch of other players floppers. And he's, I don't know, how do I say this? A little bit more, like, matured and respected within the league, which I think is a big difference. The way PG handles himself and has handled himself and the intangibles he brings, I think, from what has been said, seem to far surpass any negatives that could come with it. Now, again, this is just going off of shit that I've been hearing and like following on Twitter and whatnot. But let me my podcast. What if he asked Jaylen Brown to be on the podcast? Oh God. Oh God. How's the heat out there?
You've captured the
Hot. I also lost power for a couple hours today in the middle of the stream. So like, it hit 95. It's pretty humid. It's not absurdly humid or anything, but it's pretty humid out there. Nothing that we haven't seen before, but it is definitely toasty as a motherfucker out there. 95 is toasty. It's gonna be another 90+ day tomorrow. We're getting some rain tonight, so tomorrow is going to be the truly bad day, I think. As of right now, the rain is going to turn into a shitload of humidity tomorrow. And I would expect, like I said, tomorrow to just be the day where it truly starts to feel really bad. And not just an element of like, oh, it's hot. An element of like, oh, damn, this shit is actually terrible to exist in. That is, unfortunately, I think, where it's going. But I stay inside and hope we don't lose power again. And if we can avoid that side of things, you know, twice in a row, then that would be absolutely splendiferous. I just wanna stay alive and help my friends do the same. Please stop trying to murder me. This is not kind. I'm CC'd forever. What just picked me up there? Because that was a long ass CC. Like a fucking 17-second CC up in the air. And it staggered me every second that I was up there, or dazed me. A friend in New York said they had over 100, and I had to double take the text. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Northeast usually gets like a couple days a year that get above 100. It's world versus world for ants. What is the crime? Enjoying a succulent SPVP? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I hate it here. I hate it here. But yeah, we usually get like a few really hot days a year that'll go over 100. It's just, I don't know, they're usually later in the year. And when they come, they most definitely suck regardless of when they actually come through. Like, that's just one of those, no matter what you do, no matter when it is, you truly just hate to see it. And it hurts. Now, Maine is pretty okay in the whole like infrastructural defense against heat. We have a lot of older homes, but we also have a ton of shade that's just naturally occurring because of all of our trees and shit. So that helps a lot of places stay like naturally quite cool. We have a lot of green area, just a lot of forest, very windy, a lot of water. The thing about it is not a lot of homes up here have like central air. So it's a lot of like portable air conditioners, window AC units, you know, so on and so forth. So that can be a little rough. Like we have one window unit in, and it was doing so well to actually like, you know, keep up with the heat. And then as soon as the power went out, bro, you felt every bit of the heat fucking immediately creep back in. It was so unbelievably stinky, and it made me so sad. I had worked so hard to efficiently cool this goddamn house, and out of nowhere, my hard work, my dedication, all gone. All gone. Everything that I worked for, just trashed, trounced upon. I love seeing all the Europeans coming over the World Cup and coming into stadiums without, with AC and being like, what is this, witchery? Yo, and then there's me going to the Kanye concert in Tampa in an outdoor stadium at Raymond James with literal no AC and a shitload of heat and misery. Carla has a picture where I legitimately, oh wait, I have it in my Discord DMs. I can show you after this fight. Hold on. So the concert night and that day it was almost 100, and it was like Florida humidity, which Florida humidity is fucking disgusting. Honestly, like it's fucking gross. Would not recommend. There's a certain level where like, yeah, humidity is humidity, but man, that Florida humidity shit. Concert must have stank. I mean, hey, fortunately it was open air, and at that point I'd gone nose blind to it. But man, let me pull this up for you. By the end of the concert, that was what I look like.
You've captured the field.
That was the end of the show. Brother, I was fucking dead. Now, the show itself was absolutely insane. Hold on, here. Because we got out of that.
You've lost
Like,
life.
it was fucking absurd. Absolutely ridiculous. We were basically, there was like the floor seating that was a GA, or sorry, not the floor seating, but like the standing area that was GA around the stage. And that was, hold on, the other video might show it better. Uh-oh. And we're in the middle of a fight. Hold on. Daddy's got to clutch this real quick for the boys. 1 sec. You give me 1 sec. I give you concert video and hope I don't get DMCA'd. And then you stay here and get healed. Okay. Hold on. This one was a nice one. Those are great seats. They're perfect height. Yeah, so we were basically the first section of seating off of the standing, which is like right next to the stage. So we were the first section of seating, and we were right at the equivalent of the 50-yard line, 7 rows up. So this is a video that shows it pretty well too. So this is all like the standing, and we're 7 rows off of that, just on the start of where the seating goes up. Also, he had fireworks. Bro, this shit was crazy. Like, absolutely fucking unreal. This shit was so crazy. Wild lasers? Bro, it was beautiful. Every bit of that show was unreal. The lights, the sound production. Yo, Cheese, thank you for following. Appreciate you, dog. Every bit of that show was just like, it was fucking surreal. And it was, oh my God. Oh, it was so gorgeous. So gorgeous. The production quality was on a different level with it. It was such a fun thing to actually attend. You live around Tampa? No. I live in Maine. I flew to Tampa for the show. I flew in the day of the show. I streamed a little bit from Tampa the day I got there. Went to the show. Slept in an Airbnb. Woke up the next day. Explored Tampa. Left. Had Oxford Exchange. Delicious. If you're in the Tampa area and you don't fuck up Oxford Exchange once a week, you're a fucking failure. Genuinely unfucking real. Quality
You've lost the
and
field.
price. Whoever says Oxford Exchange is overpriced and you are living in Tampa Bay, actually eat my entire ass. You are spending your money on the wrong shit. Because Oxford Exchange is value. I would eat there twice a week if I lived in that place. Actually, lived around Tampa. Didn't go though, my friend did. It was unreal. I'll be honest. Now, I also, living in Maine, had the wonderful pleasure of the highs and the lows of concerts recently. So, just for perspective, last year, a little before this time, I went out to see Kendrick in Vegas. And that was, again, an absolutely unreal show. It was one of the craziest shows. It was Kendrick and SZA, and they put on just a fucking phenomenal performance. It was beautiful. And then after that, we didn't go to another show until Kanye. And we got those tickets very impromptu, right? So, last two shows were Kendrick Lamar and SZA at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. And Kanye in Tampa literally last weekend. We had tickets for Lil Wayne in Bangor, Maine.
You've captured the field.
That was supposed to be 2 days ago. He no-showed the first concert of his 20-year anniversary tour. No-showed it. We got a cool 2 Chainz set and some DJ shit. But like, we got kind of host. Been to an EDM festival. I actually have not. Living in Maine, a lot of those aren't very like local, which is kind of tragic. I do love the concept of just going and vibing and hanging out with a bunch of people who like music and listening to music with other music enjoyers, because I just like music. I think it brings people together. I think it's very fun. But I haven't really had the opportunity to go to many. Something that's kind of like on my bucket list, but it's also one of those maybe down the road a little bit. Maine doesn't have a ton of accessibility, but always wanted to go to a punk concert. My first concert, which like, not necessarily punky, but my first ever concert was Queens of the Stone Age. And it was so amazing. It was so fucking good. I enjoyed that show so much. And there were only like a few hundred people. But that shit slaps so hard. Excuse you, Weststoned. Oh my god, you piggy. Warped Tour, if you can go, please go. So, we are actually planning our next concert right now. With Lil Wayne no-showing his own show, we're at a point where he rescheduled it for like the end of this month. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna come back, right? He has a show tomorrow night. And if the show is good, then I'm like, okay, well, maybe he comes back up and he puts on a relatively good show, something relatively enjoyable. If the show's ass, we still have a few days to refund our tickets. So we might refund the tickets and then use that money to go to another concert, because at least we got to see 2 Chainz. So, like, it's no longer the Lil Wayne show that we went to, it's a 2 Chainz show. And 2 Chainz put on a good-ass set. He did, like, an hour and went hard as fuck, and it was hot as hell. So, I respect 2 Chainz for even showing up, but these housing contracts been juicy lately. Oh, really? I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I have been preparing for our TwitchCon jog, which means you have no excuse to not show up to TwitchCon, my good man. It's gonna be an absolute fucking blast this year. We actually have a really good location for the Airbnb and everything. We are a lot closer than we thought we were gonna be to the venue, which is quite nice. My PTO's at risk. It's okay. You'll always get more PTO. You know what, too? TwitchCon, you go up, you sell a house while you're at TwitchCon, and then you're fine. You're scared might not be able to go. Oh god. It's okay. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. As long as I don't die within the next like year plus, I'll probably go next year as well. So if stream doesn't die and I don't die, then we're good. Try to use future PTO and use a gray area. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, yeah, keep us posted on that, because that sounds like kind of a yikers. Plus, if money's flowing, it's not till November anyways, which is nice. I think the exact dates are like, I don't fucking know. Carla knows the exact dates. But it's not until November anyways. So it's not the end of the world. And you could always just come up for like a day or something. I would say the largest thing that I would try to shoot for if you were only able to do like weekend or anything like that. Excuse me. Block party is really fun. That's when they have drinks and food and like, you know, a bunch of restaurants in the gas lamp will shut down their operations for the night and they'll come out and like cook for the block party. It's really fun. Really fun. So if you could only do one thing, I'd recommend the block party night. Show up that day, and if that's during the weekend and you get weekends off, then you're balling. If that makes it more palatable than the entire event, then that's also something that's extremely workable, and you could always just find a way to crash at the Airbnb for a night or something. So we can work with it, but just make sure that you don't get fired if you're making a lot of clams. Best prio is you keep making your money. 3 minutes? Oh no, Z, did you get caught in a bad ad? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes ads are the bane of people's existence. And sometimes it's not just chat, sometimes it's mine. I'll be trying to have a conversation with somebody and they'll get cooked by like... And people have been saying lately, Twitch has been doing longer ads for some reason. I don't really know what's up with that, but people have been saying that Twitch has been doing like 4 to 6 minute ads randomly. Turbo's a godsend. Yeah, Turbo is nice. I will say Turbo revenue is great too. The thing about Turbo is if every single Twitch chatter had Twitch Turbo, I could technically run 22 minutes of ads per hour and I could harvest ad revenue off of your Twitch Turbo at a rate of 22 minutes per hour, which would help with revenue a lot and unironically make me a few $100 a month. But if I run 22 minutes of ads per hour, normal people that don't have Twitch Turbo get cooked. I run like 6. So, you know, I run basically what I need to for Twitch to not get mad at me. And then hope that you guys throw gifted subs at me and say, here, Dusty, invest this wisely and make this 50 gifted, 5 million gifted in the future. And I say, aye, Captain. Added in longer ads was some sort of note they made about that a few weeks ago. The weird thing about that is like on my channel, their ad length shouldn't matter because I control my ads that go out. Like I have it on auto ad manager to run a certain amount of ads per hour. You got space? Yes, our queue just popped, but if people don't accept it, we absolutely do. Literally just popped though. X up and message me. And then if we go back into queue, I will instantly invite you before it goes back. Because he might have cooked it. Not a guild. Just message me in game. It's just DustyWhy. It's the same as Twitch. Gosh, heckin' dang it. What are the odds it's one of us? What happened? We're waiting on people to accept. Nope, we're good. I press R. Nope, not on you. It's not us. R3 stack is good. It's a different bozo. As long as it's not us, we're fine. Everything's perfect. What's your it is 8614 8603. 8603. This one. And then I'll invite you for the next one. Go room for another. Yes, I will invite Hollow, and then I'll invite Z after this one. And then we'll crank another. Because having a 5 stack should help it go by a little bit faster. Use some time to deliver some good work. I'm done. Use the future PTO and automatically. Our busy season starts this Monday and goes till late September. Flip all the rooms for the incoming students. Should all their properties go well, and the rooms clean move-ins. Probably can take time for it and be good to go. If anything, I'll just fly last minute. Message you on Discord and can find you one night. He always didn't fly back. Yo, dude, just honestly stay on the grind too, because there's always next year as well. If it doesn't work out, then next year we'll give. Okay, I'll add both of you. Whoops. If this year doesn't work out, next year we'll give people more time to plan and will be even easier. We had a few people that weren't able to make it out last year that this year are able to make it out, thankfully. And that's just something where we keep trying to every year get more and more people out more consistently. And that's been a really fun part of it for us is, you know, finding ways to get everybody out and active. So that's what I've really enjoyed about it, but we will definitely be continuing to go every single opportunity that we can down the road. And as long as stream doesn't die, man, we'll stay going out there. So hello, the tournament's been sleeping on those rewards too long. Just signing up would have netted 5 gold because there weren't more people signed up than top 10 rewards. Wait a second. So there are so few people that sign up that you get 5 gold just for showing up to the tournaments, basically. So all we need to do is have a team.
The match starts soon.
And then compete in tournaments. And then we just stack up gold and rewards and shit like that. Oh, that's stinky. That's stinky. Check the tournament tab. Tournaments. Is it already done? Or which one was it? God damn. That's actually crazy. That's free gold. Melandris.
Nothing can bring me down.
Where's that one? Oh. I don't know how I can see, like, how many signed up or what, but is it already done? Like it started earlier and there just, like, weren't enough people?
You've lost life.
Click standings. Hold on, let me get buffs up. I think we just got completely backdoored there, but Melandris matchup, standings. Oh. Wait, that's literally it. Oh. That is the entire tournament. The fuck do you mean? Like, as a whole, that is literally the tournament. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. And you get rewards for that? Just for showing up and chilling? I think I know what we have to get the guild active in, boys. We might become the #1 tourney guild in Guild Wars 2. Holy. That is a game changer if I say so myself, lads. Rewards replacement. Yeah, that's fucking dope. So, we show up. We complete tourney. We profit. Nothing bad happens. The prison already teased. I thought around 1350. Not the same, but I got hands. Bro, honestly, I haven't even played rank yet. I don't know what my rank would be. You, sir? No. So close to. That's so sad. Genuinely so fucking close. Yet so far away. You hate to see that for him, sir. Can't park there. Please. Really hate to see that shit. I wish there was another way, but I don't think there is. I think this one might be a belt to ass game. I'm getting very large belt to ass vibes. They don't have a necro, and immediately my life is just blissful peace, positivity, and happiness. And then as soon as they bring in a fucking necro, everything's terrible. I don't really know what's going on with that whole, like, double sword Lumi.
The Colosseum's art.
But I feel as though it's support Lumi or nothing, brother.
You've lost
You
life.
could absolutely hybrid or DPS Lumi.
You've captured the field.
But I just feel like Lumi is
I need a moment. Getting healthy.
far better served in a supporty type role. Brother, I'm gonna need you to fucking relax just a little bit. And if you could stop harassing my friend and I, that would be amazing. Because, like, this is not the nicest. And I don't appreciate you harassing my friend and I. And I would have to kindly ask you to not harass my friend and I. Poop. Poop. Oh, no! I didn't get it down in time. Maybe? Maybe? Oh! Oh my god! I got the heals too! Wait, we're so up. We're so up. Everything's fine. I have no idea how we got that res, but whoever got that is an absolute legend. Oh my god! The Fortnite! The Fortnite of dreams, boys! We might just be able to win this after all. I can get shifty in here too. Because I don't think they can kill me. I don't really do much damage. But they also don't take a lot of damage to actually kill. Like, I picked up a kill there. That shit was perfect. Clutch, that was an absolutely remarkable res. I'm not even going to lie. That shit made me so happy. at the core of my being. I have nothing to be sad about on this fine day. I don't know who got that shit, but the double res just went insano style. Elder, what you up to, dude? We're having a beautiful day. Check out what the rewards were for each placement. It's actually wild. So, Melandru's standings. And you get 25 gold, 20 gold.
You
Oh.
lost, lion.
Wait, what? And then dies and mystic coins. So what are the mystic coins used for? Crafting shit? Under rules. Yeah. This is kind of nice. And then potions of PvP reward. And what are the qualifying points used for? Larger tournaments, I'd have to assume? Sir, please, just stay with us, brother. Just stay with us. Everything's fine. I will protect you until there is nothing left to protect. You will never be alone again in your fights, except for this guy. This guy will be a little bit alone in his fights, I'm not gonna lie. There was not a whole lot that I could do about that one. However, oh wait, I actually probably could have rezzed him. I forgot that I actually had my insta-res on the bar. Definitely could have saved that one guy. That's, that one actually might be just a little bit my bad. And I think I could have protected him a little bit better. I personally take the blame for that one. But everybody else just got protected. Everybody else, flawless protection. But I could have saved him with Signet. I ain't even about to lie. I chose not to. Coins sell for about 2 gold and are used for making Legos. I'm getting into larger tourneys. And I'm assuming larger tourney better rewards as well. Bonk. Don't worry, brother. Oh, I guess I should have just gone for the X, but everything's fine. Everything's perfectly okay.
Defense, then offense.
This might have been the stompiest stomp that we've had yet. And for that, actually, probably in a few days. This felt like we're pretty in control, and I think it's primarily the lack of Necro that they had the entire time. Not fighting against a Necro just makes my day so much better. Makes me so happy. Out of that menu, and you can see when the next of each is and what they give. 6-month rotating tourney gives Lego if you win. God damn. God damn. They hook you the fuck up for that shit. What the hell? You straight up get Lego for winning that? Do you pick the Lego or what's the dealio there? I didn't even heal much that time. I don't know what we were doing. I did not have to heal much. I don't think we took much damage. I'm pretty sure we just blasted. It's a pick chest. Oh, that's actually fucking insane. That's actually phenomenal. Okay. So we might have to get that. You're playing a healing class? You just now realized it, huh? So basically, I started learning on what was called Willbender. It's an elite specialization that is very assassin-y, right? And I wanted to learn on that so I could understand movement. And I could understand the ebb and the flow of the fights and how hard things actually popped. And, you know, what was necessary to get in secure kills. But after playing a little bit of this, I learned that Guild Wars combat has a huge emphasis on buffs and debuffs and sustain. And basically, yo, what up, gas mask? Hold on. X for gas mask. So basically, there is, I would say, more of an importance on proper buffs and debuffs up all the time than there is on even people doing DPS, especially in the larger scale, like world versus world. You can secure kills just from existing, more or less, with a lot of people. But if you don't have proper buffs, you just die. It's so fast. So, I started to look into more of the impact that supports have. And I was just like, okay, this seems like a scenario where if I'm on a support, I can impact a fight in far more ways than I could on a DPS, right? And our guild desperately needs more supports so we can get into World First World with proper group compositions. So I like to play things that are the most impactful in fights. For me right now, that's going to be a support. If there's a meta shift and the most impactful thing in our fights that we need would be me on a super Ooga Booga melee DPS class, then I'd play super Ooga Booga melee DPS class. It's more a matter of like what I think is helping the fights the most and what I think we need. So I'm on something that, like, yes, it heals, but it's not the healingest class. It provides stability, which is anti-CC, but it's not the #1 stability uptime class. It provides protection, which is damage reduction. It provides resolution, which is damage over time reduction. It provides offensive buffs. It provides super speed, which is movement buff. Provides quickness, which makes all of your actions faster. Just does a lot, like a lot of buffs for groups in general. And if you're good at one, you can manage the uptime on all of your different buffs to get a lot of the best out of multiple classes in one package. So, a bard? Yeah, I mean, pretty similar to a bard, just at its core. Very similar. Only thing is, I'm also kind of like a bruisery bard. So, a lot of my buffs are honestly like a bard, kind of proximity based. But I do also have certain things that I'm placing on the ground certain areas away. I do a lot of despelling and a lot of cleansing. Not despelling like buffs from enemies, but like despelling debuffs, cleansing debuffs, and shit like that. So, basically, the whole, you know, the support structure in this, always keeping up stability for anti-CC, resolution protection for damage reduction, quickness, fury, super speed, all of that shit is so important over here. Constant heals, Aegis for blocks, doing a little bit of damage on top of that. But yeah, it's really, really, really like kind of the equivalent of Bard over here. And the importance of that in these fights is so much. Okay, we got Ooch. We're good. Guild SPP mission. We'll probably do those tomorrow. I'm not gonna be on too late, because it is almost midnight. So I probably have one more in me. And then we got some flatbreads at the store when the power went out on clearance. They were like half off for like these garlic artesian flatbreads. So we also ended up getting a package of pepperoni and some mozzarella cheese. So I'll make some pizzas out of those bitches tonight. They're gonna be up tremendous. So, I don't know if I got some gaming time for the future when Guild Wars 3 drops. Oh yeah. Like, if you end up hopping into like Guild Wars 2, if anything like does pop up or anything like that. Have you muted? Oh no, you're good, you're good. I figured you were doing something. I was just kind of chilling, waiting. Yeah, you're vibing. You're vibing. Stand out with PvP. Yeah, it's chill. It's chill. It ain't even that deep. It's just unranked, Brody. You vibe out. You do whatever you need to. I just like filling the group. Oh god, I gotta pinch my nipples and wake up. Excuse me. Oh goodness gracious. But yeah, I'm just here to vibe out, support some people. Never played 1 and 2, so I'd be fresh. Hey, that's how I came into it. I am now 192 hours in. And keep in mind, like 200 hours, it's a lot of time for a game, especially being new. But to be at the point where I know the route to getting legendary gear, I know ascended gear, I know the quickest ways to level up into... who's teleporting? I know somebody's cooking us! Anyways. It's just scratching the surface. It is. But it's also fully playable with 200 hours. Which is the really weird thing about Guild Wars. I am, sure, less well off than people who do have the thousands and thousands of hours who have full legendaries and everything. But I'm also not gated out of any content because I only have 200 hours and I only have ascended and exotic gear. It's really well done. I've been able to do this same content while still working on vertical progression and looking forward to more forms of progression, from unlocking more mounts, getting more hero points to try different classes, getting into higher level fractals. I've been doing that all while feeling like I already have access to like everything in the game that I need to have access to play the game. While I'm just scratching the surface, that surface is fully revealing itself to be, you know, completely functional. It's really, really, really cool.
I don't know about you. I wouldn't want to stand under it if an earthquake were to happen.
I don't think I've seen a game that rewards both the competitive and the casual side, like, as well as Guild Wars does. If I'm being completely honest. Sorry, the mustache here that's bugging the shit out of me. It's really remarkable how well they balance the whole, like, you're a new player with limited time that knows nothing about the game. Sick. Welcome in. Hope you have fun. I hate that so much. Anytime I see a necro, I get sad. I don't enjoy necros. I don't enjoy the thought of necro players. I don't like what they make me run for abilities. I don't enjoy it. And I think it's kind of tragic. I just instantly have to switch Contemplation of Purity anytime there's a necro that comes in. Which is really fucking sad. PvP in this game is so confusing. Damage comes from nowhere, it feels like. I mean, so there are a few different things that add up to it, right? Sometimes it can be very quick accumulation of conditions that stack up, and out of nowhere you're ticking for a ton. Some builds even have the ability to pop conditions and execute like really big burst off of those. Some things can be just a jump in and I have damage pre-stacked for my jump. There are even things like Guardian, where you can go Guardian with a two-handed mace, and you can start your attack animation, and then you can teleport in with something that doesn't stop your animation, and then you finish your attack animation, and as a result, you kind of like tele-stomp somebody with the attack. There's so many little quirky things where you can slam out damage very quickly, but that's also where the knowledge of proper, proper support and proper group comps and just honestly knowledge of what can stomp you out. For every element of instant damage, there's also an element of instant survivability that comes in. Looks like they're gonna push left, so just be careful. There's also an element of like instant survivability and adaptation to that damage that comes in, where you can still playmate like quite well actually. So it is confusing, man. It's a lot to learn. It can be some of the most confusing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like there, I shouldn't have tried to trade with Mr. Amalgam. I should have waited for my team to hopefully come up to mid. I'm gonna be honest, I thought people were gonna come up if I started the fight on the Amalgam. People did not come up even though I started the fight on the Amalgam. So that's kind of unfortunate. We got all discombobulated. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they fucked up. They fucked up. They didn't kill me quickly enough. Now they're gonna have to pay the price, brothers. Where is everyone? I genuinely do not know where we are at this point in time.
Enemy captured the mansion.
And I wish that I did. But I've just got effectively no fucking clue what's going on with the whole, Okay, there we go. We got the big regroup. I saved you. You were a legend. I appreciate you. We got a group. We must be together. They're very, 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 clumped up. Unfortunately. Hello, brother. How are you? Honestly, learning curve depth is no different than other MMOs. Just gotta get it if you like it. Yeah, it's the same thing as any other unique combat system, really. Where you just have to come in and you have to give it time to learn and invest a little bit of effort. And if you can do that, then really, it is truly the same as other combat systems. It's truly just a matter of trying to learn and trying to understand the differences that make it so unique. Hi, Faded. which do break down to a lot of knowledge of, you know, the status effects, the debuffs, the buffs, the utilization of those things. Let's get on some points. For the love of golly. We can very much win these team fights. We just have to make sure that we are playing them together and relatively intelligente. And then we blast. Just stay on Mr. Support Man, aka me, and I will take you to the promised land. Uh-oh. We jumped the amalgam, didn't we? I will take you all to the promised land as much as I possibly can. I don't know how much promised landing there will be to take you to, but I will do everything I can. I might actually be able to stick this res if they don't do anything about it. Nice. All right, let's get back up. And then I can get you guys stab. And then a lot of heals. Big CC goes out. And then we can play around this a good bit. Block some proges from coming in. We're pretty safe. Get the X's. And then keep everybody nice and pumped during this. Big heals going out for us. Big haste. Uh-oh. That's not good. That amalgam just came in and fucking laid dick on our forehead. Which is slightly unfortunate, but holy, the support. The support, my boys. You just can't stop it. Ay, 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 ay. Any class swapping or multi-rolls? Oh, dude, so many multi-rolls within classes. So every class will have multiple different specializations. And you can mix and match specializations and small elements of those classes basically to your heart's desire. There is so much ability to actually cook up in various ways. I have, even in my short amount of time here, worked on multiple classes for the, multiple specializations for the class that I play. I play a Guardian, but I have already learned how to play Willbender, which is more of like an assassin-y type beat. I'm currently playing Luminary, which is very supporty, but you can also play Luminary as a tanky DPS. There's so much that you can do across your classes. And I think you will never really feel stuck to an element of even, you know, warrior in a lot of games, right? Is traditionally pretty like ooga booga and one-dimensional. And when you look at warrior in Guild Wars, there is the element of like, yes, it can be ooga booga and it can be one-dimensional, right? But you also have so many different supportive options for your warrior that all also bring in unique vibes, unique feels, unique play styles, supporty options. What just hit me for fucking 8,400? Golly. That was a lot of damage. Oh shit. Oh, that was not expected. That was a lot of damage that came in. Did not necessarily expect to live through that shit. Because there is, let me tell you, a whole lot of anti-Dusty coming in right now. This shit hurts my soul to have to go through. Like, I feel every bit of the I want Dusty dead that I'm getting hit with, and I love that because it's so fun to play against. Just look at this anymore, and it gets worse. There are only 8 teams signed up for the last monthly tournament, meaning last place all got 100 gold. What do you mean? Wait. There were only 8 teams signed up for last month's tourney.
Defense, then offense.
Like, last month as a whole? The large monthly tourney? Why? The once a month tourney.
I may not survive.
There were less than 10 teams? Like, I'm missing something, right? Or is this actually, like, true? Why'd bro thirst so hard? I'm confused. My dog just threw his life away to try to thirst. I don't know, like... I don't know what's going on there, but... brother need a goddamn drink. Big ol' thirsty boy, if I do say so myself. Maybe some cool refreshment is needed. I know we got a heat wave coming in, but That's rough, dog. That's rough. The once a month journey. Ay, 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 ay. All right, so we definitely need to get people active for that bad boy, if I do say so myself. I think we need to get multiple teams in there farming that bad boy. And the sooner we get multiple teams in there farming that bad boy, the better off we are. Because if I'm being completely real, that seems like it is absolute free cash for us. And those free clams will make me very happy. Get absolutely shifted on him, Alden. No! Where, Tima? I'm dancing like I'm dropping my ass down here. Oh, we got the res again. Wait, we're so up. We need everybody in. We need people to dick up. We win this if we dick up, boys. Just trust. Just believe. We must believe. And I will bring you to the promised land. I will not bring you to the promised land. I think we need more. Necro's our bane. Necro is genuinely the bane of my existence. I tried, my lord. You fought valiantly, soldier. I need to figure out how to be better for the group against Necros, specifically. I have great Condi cleanse, but I feel like I'm a little bit quick to use my Condi cleanse sometimes. And I see like 6 Condis stacked up, and I'm like, ah, shit, like I need to manage that, right? How do I? That one. That was a fun one. Those guys were good at fighting. I will say, that was a fun one. But I feel like against Necros, when I have something like a Druid on the team that's another cleanse, it's not as large of a deal. But I feel like I can't really keep my team as healthy as I like to and as dubkey as I like to against Necros. But we'll get there. Should have a CC break. Oh, yeah. I mean, who's getting hard CC? Oh, yeah, everybody should have a CC break, but there's streamers that main SPP. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, those will be people that actually know the game. Yeah, that checks out. They're playing on point. Try to do my best with decals, but too difficult. No, that's okay. That's okay. We're also just kind of a ragtag group running around. We're just trying to get in it for the fights and have some fun and learn a little bit. So, that's one thing. We are not the most competitive right now. But we're just in it for fun fights, man. We're just trying to work on that side of things. A lot of what I'm trying to work on is because Necro counters Guardian. Right, but I mean, even with it countering me, there's surely a way that I can play against it in a meaningful manner and not just like feed into it. But yeah, Necro is truly like... Necro is the one thing that I feel really bad against right now. Even things like Amalgam, I feel like I have a solid fight against. It's just at certain points in time when Necros add up, I got a shitload of Condis on me. I bought my contemplation, and then I'm like, oh shit, I got Condis everywhere again. Makes it a little rough. Also, I gotta send out a raid so that way I can actually wake up tomorrow. It's been a fucking day today. Dude, it's been so long since I've lost power. I'm so pissed. That shit just cooks me as well. So, boys, to those who came back and hung out after the impromptu power loss tonight and came back for the Dusty late night showing, I greatly appreciate you being here and greatly appreciate all the love on the late night side of things. It means the world that so many people happen to find their way back in after a very impromptu and very sad crash. So I will be back tomorrow bright and squirrely, and we will be absolutely blasting. I'll be doing a lot of world versus world tomorrow, probably working on some quick play frackies because I'm getting pretty close to my Lego clumps. I'll be there relatively soon. So we'll get that side taken care of, and then we just keep on blasting. So my boys, my dudes, my guys, thank you for all the love, all the support. Please make sure, if you are not already, you drop the follows. You don't want to go live every day. I have streamed almost 1,100 days in a row, and I still have balloons for my 1,000th day. They're over there in the corner. For whatever reason, they're still up. My boys, my dudes, my guys, I will catch you all bright and squirrely tomorrow, I promise. I'll be a little closer to 2 p.m. EST for you. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.